All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, the Nigerian military think now Simon Ekpa has been arrested, or Simon Ekpa has been interrogated, that they can do whatever they want to do. So, tell me why the Nigerian military keep penetrating inside villages, different villages. Look at what happened in Olo last week. These people entered some villages in Olo and started destroying properties. These particular soldiers. But we are talking about insecurity in Southeast. So tell me who are the cause of this insecurity. I keep saying it. These politicians and this zoo military, they are the ones causing these insecurities in Southeast. They are the ones. Because what the Biafran Liberation Army is doing is to protect our land. That is what the Biafran Liberation Army is doing. And we'll keep protecting our land because they want to Islamize this particular country. You can see the amount of terrorists that are emerging in the north. Every day, new terrorist group, they are emerging in the north. Even a so-called governor of a state have to come out and gift ex-Boko Haram bandits. Ex-Boko Haram repentance bandits. He called them ex-Boko Haram repentance bandits. He was offering them goods, offering them funds, accepting them, giving them houses, gifting them. A governor of Kaduna State, came out publicly and was gifting this ex-Boko Haram. This is what is happening in the north. But in Southeast here, you can count how many checkpoints are in Southeast. You can count how many checkpoints are in Southeast, how these particular troops of soldiers are destroying our land. Because they know that they cannot penetrate Southeast that easily. And that is why we are fighting for our liberation. That is why we are fighting for our liberation. We have nothing to do with these people. We need to be liberated from the zoo. Because we don't need to sync with these people. We don't have to sync with them. We don't have to sync with the North. Because the Tinubu government is sinking already. This particular government is sinking already. In 2 years' time, terrorists will take over the North. In 2 years' time, already, these particular terrorists have taken over different parts of the North. Already, these particular terrorists, they have taken over some different local governments in the north. If you go to Sokoto now, so many local governments in Sokoto, they now pay ransom to these bandits. They pay ransom to these terrorist organizations. So that is why the Biafra Defensive Force, we keep defending our land. Look at what is happening in Okigwe. Do you know how many zoo soldiers have been neutralized in Okigwe? Just relax and stay tuned. More videos will be shared on this broadcast so that you can understand what the Biafra Liberation Army is doing. You may be anywhere in the world or you may be anywhere in Nigeria, but you need to be active to know what is happening in Southeast. Recently, the Biafra Liberation Army have neutralized the military zoo again. For how long will the Biafra Liberation Army keep buying them? How many soldiers will die in Southeast before the federal government realize that there is nothing you can do about the freedom fighters? You can never defeat the People's Army. You can never defeat the People's Army. Now, Simon Ekpa is no more on social media. That is why you guys are coming with full force. You think it's by Simon Ekpa. Do you know how many commands that the Biafra Liberation Army have? Do you know how many state commands they have? Do you think we are joking? The Biafrans in diaspora have a government now. They have a full-time government. They have different ministerial departments. So Simon Ekpa is just the prime minister. There is a lot. The spirit of Biafra is very, very deep. That is why it will keep consuming you people. It will keep consuming you. You have turned Southeast to a war zone with your troops of soldiers and nonchalant policemen. Just drive from here to any part of Southeast. Then you count how many checkpoints you jump on the road. With heavy equipment. Who are you fighting for? Who are you fighting with? You are fighting the People's Army. These people are saying they don't want to be with you again. They say you should let them go. This particular war have killed over 3 million people. 3 million people died in this conventional war that happened between the Biafra and the Nigerian state. So don't act as if we just woke up one morning and start talking about Biafra. Our forefathers have fought for this particular war. People have died for this cause. So the freedom will surely come. Now we have declared and restored our United States of Biafra. Look at what happened in Finland. Now the whole world is active. With time, the Nigerian state will not have any other option than to come on a round table and discuss these facts with the Biafran nation, because that is the only solution they have. Now, listening to this video I'm about to share now, then you understand the authenticity of what the Biafran Liberation Army is doing. Then you understand why I'm telling you that our freedom is coming. We now have a strong army. Tuesday, everything day. If you come across the Biafran Liberation Army, believe me, you go you go feel them. We are not playing here. We are fighting for our liberation, and our liberation must surely come. Now, listen to this voice note I'm about to
We are not opportuned to queue in on time before now, that they may be educated, that they may be, cleared to know what we want to do and what we are going to do moving forward after the redeclaration of Biafra. I have no apology to them because we made it very, very clear. Now I am here to show you no be fake kaneme. And going by the title of this very live presentation this very evening, you can see it is well stated. Biafra Army neutralize terrorist army, not only neutralizing the terrorists, but also seize their armored car and take over streets of Biafra. This title is not for clout. We don't know how to chase clout. That is one thing that makes us unique. We, especially here on this Biafra Unite platform, it is one of the things that have made us build enormous capacity and credibility. We don't know how to chase clout, be it with the titles or with the thumbnails or with whatever we are preaching. We don't chase clout. We tell you the way it is, and we show you evidences to back it up. So this evening, my wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom joining me from wherever you're joining me from all the way, do not believe that somebody from nowhere will just come and give you freedom. But maybe you believe somehow that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give you freedom. Then you forgot that before you knew who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, he was, to you, he was nobody because you didn't know him before. You didn't know him before, so he was nobody. Yes, but when he began to do something, you began to understand who this man is. You started supporting him. So, but because your brain is completely paralyzed, not working at all, that is the reason why you are waiting, walking on the ground, waiting for a man who is being incarcerated in the dungeon of a terrorist organization known as the DSS to come and give you freedom. A man who wants you to fight for his own freedom is the one that you are waiting for to come and give you freedom. This is how they roll, because they have no brain. Their brain is completely paralyzed. A man that has been caged. I don't know if you understand. A man that has been caged, that cannot speak. Apart from 1 or 2 minutes, he will be allowed in the court after the shambolic or shenanigans in the court. You see? And he is the one you are waiting for. So you are not aware that by the time the zoo traveled all the way from the zoo to Kenya to kidnap him was to silence him. Your brain dead did not allow you to realize that it was actually to silence him. That's why they kidnapped him and put him in an underground cell in Abuja, in the DSS. Yet, brain-dead people like you are somewhere waiting for the same man to come and give you freedom. You see, it's just like how our Prime Minister is arrested at the moment. Right? We believe that Finland is a country that is being ruled by rule of law. So we believe that our PM will be free as soon as possible. But let us now take it into context or consideration that the way he is being, kept somewhere at the moment where we cannot reach him, he cannot talk to us, he can't even talk to men on ground, he cannot give any instruction at this very point in time, then all of us will fold our arms. We will fold our arms, say, oh no, because the Prime Minister is not around now, therefore we cannot do anything. Our men on ground should wait. Everybody should submit their arms for now and wait until the Prime Minister is back. Remember, you don't know when he is coming back. Even though he's living in a developed country where there is rule of law, yet we as the people do not guarantee the time and date he's coming out. Right? And then we will all fold our arms, and then we come out to claim that we have a government. How will Biafrans be looking at us? That is the reason why the so-called DOS, the criminal DOS, lost credibility, lost followership. Nobody is listening to them as it stands today, because the Biafran people saw them as a bunch of nincompoops. You are waiting for a man who has been caged, silenced by a Nigerian government to come and give you freedom, because you are looking up to Nelson Mandela, who served 25 years imprisonment, and when he came out, he was given freedom. Because you are brain dead, you could not ask questions. How did he do it? You did not ask questions. How did he do it? As a matter of fact, let me educate some of them. The time Nelson Mandela was jailed, he was actually given life sentence. In case you don't know, let me tell you today. Many people are not aware of this. Nelson Mandela was not jailed, life imprisonment. The reason why Nelson Mandela was released after 27 years was because the group from ANC as at then came out and said, we are tired of these people buying our people whenever they go out in the street to protest. They protest against the appetite. They also protest against the illegal imprisonment of their leader, Nelson Mandela. Then this group said, we are tired of these people buying our people on a daily basis whenever they come out in the street to protest. They left ANC. Why ANC is still functioning, right? ANC was still functioning. This group of people left ANC and formed another group called Umkhonto we Sizwe. These same people that were in ANC, they left ANC for other groups that claim to be leaders. The same thing that has happened in IPOB after the rendition of our leader. This group of people said, we do no longer understand what is going on with the leaders of the ANC. They said, and we are tired of our people being mauled each and every time they come out to protest in the street. Why their leader is being imprisoned for life. They came, they left ANC and formed the group called Umkhonto we Sizwe and armed themselves to the teeth. That is the time the government of apartheid began to take them serious. It became a full-time armed struggle. If you don't know, you fools, you idiots, say that you are this, you are that. You are freedom fighters, but your own is to fight underground. You are freedom fighters, but you are fighting underground. Then when people who are doing something that everybody, the whole world can see, when they are talking, when they are doing their thing to liberate all the people, all the children of light, you idiots that say you are fighting underground will come to write junk on the pages of newspaper. And the zoo that you are serving, the zoo that you are listening to, the zoo that you are taking order from, will help you to publish it on their newspaper, including their so-called mainstream media will be talking about it. Just the same way the idiots that called himself a powerless wrote junk yesterday that the Biafra declaration is a scam. The whole zoo media platforms, including their so-called mainstream media, are helping them to propagate it. That is the kind of things going on. And let me tell you, it was the same group. When they left ANC, they never said that Mandela was no longer their leader. They never said that Mandela was no longer, that they do no longer respect Mandela. But they said, we can't continue with these peaceful means while our people are being massacred on a daily basis. They took up arms and fought apartheid. That is what caused the release and negotiation with Nelson Mandela and the Free South African today. If you don't know, you listen. Anybody listening to underground performers, underground freedom fighters, look at that person very well. When he speaks, listen to that person, you see that there's no brain in this human being. We are here showcasing the Biafran currency. Showing you the Biafran currency and where we are going, how authentic it is, and how it is globally accepted with security features. Somebody who do not understand anything is somewhere writing junk. Let us continue. Authenticity is the key.
Features that will make it hard for people to manipulate or fake our currency.
And they are angry. Their anger is that why would the face of Mazi Samanepa be on our currency? We have 1 Ejema note, we have 2 Ejema note, we have 10 Ejema note, we have 20 Ejema note, we have 100 Ejema note, and we have coins, which is Eje. Now, let me tell you, the face of Mazi Samanepa is not on all the notes. We have other Biafrans, senior citizens of Biafrans, especially the late, the ones that are late already, who have joined their ancestors, the likes of Effiong, the likes of Ojukwu, the likes of Opigo. They are all there. These are men. These were serious men that fought for what we are fighting today, for what we have come to accomplish. They are also there. Their faces are there. But their anger is that why should Simon Ekpa's face be on any of Biafran money? You will just get mad and you will succumb because majority has already won the vote. And let me tell you, Mazi Simon Ekpa today has sacrificed every single thing that it takes for his own people. You want me to count them? Do you want to ask what has he sacrificed? Now let me tell you. Mazi Simon Ekpa was an immigration lawyer. Mazi Simon Ekpa was an immigration lawyer, a certified immigration lawyer who has his own law firm and office in Lati. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa sacrificed this law firm and his career as a lawyer for Biafra cause. That's a great sacrifice. On top of that, this same Mazi Simon Ekpa was a Finnish, politician, a Finnish politician, a certified Finland politician who is under the ruling party. And not just a politician, has occupied office in Finland politics as a municipal assistant to, municipality officer for public transportation or something like that. I may not, pronounce it properly, but it's there. So he sacrificed his career as a politician, which was made public. I personally recorded that very news. He sacrificed his political career for Biafra to come. He made it known to the whole world that he has withdrawn, he has resigned. That was the word he used, that he has resigned from the politics in Finland just to fight for Biafra. Who has done it? On top of that, as if that was not enough, he has also tested the same place, even though in different locations, but the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has tested, which means that his freedom has been taken away from him. You understand? His freedom has been taken away from him. The same thing that has happened to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only difference is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has stayed longer than him. And again, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a place that is equivalent to hellfire, which is the zoo. These are the difference. But his freedom has been taken away from him. You must outline that. Only because of Biafra. And those of you that have been calling him Nigerian agent, yet you are writing the Finnish authority to extradite him to the zoo, that he is their agent. Have you seen how your brain left you behind? Have you seen how your brain left you behind? You are writing the Finnish authority to extradite the agent of the zoo to the zoo, meaning that he's going to be free when he arrives the zoo because he is an agent of the zoo. At the same time, you are writing the Finnish authority to extradite him to do that he is their agent. Your brain has completely left you behind. You understand? So meanwhile, this is not just the only reason why we are here.